Welcome to this episode of Simple Servings. We're going to show you how to prep, sear, and finish the perfect piece of salmon. I get a lot of requests from individuals that want to learn how to make the perfect piece of salmon, but they run into a few issues. It's either overcooked or undercooked. Today we're going to discuss how to come up with that perfect balance. Today we're going back to the basics. I've got 3 important tips for you. The first, you got to start out with a fresh piece of fish. Now, if you get frozen fish, you've already lost a lot of the moisture. Now we're going to talk about seasoning our fish. Now some of the basic seasonings I use, garlic salt, a little bit of Old Bay, and some black pepper. Now you want to get a good amount of seasoning on the fish because when you put it in the pan to sear it, a large amount of it's going to come off. So to keep a nice flavorful fish, you want to keep it full with seasoning, completely covered. Okay, now you want to start out with a non-stick oven-ready pan, and you want to oil the pan. I usually use olive oil, but a lot of people are into using grapeseed oil or coconut oil, different oils of that nature, but I've always found that olive oil works just great for me. So you want to coat the non-stick pan pretty well so that the fish doesn't stick to it at all. Then once you get nice heat on the pan, you do the fish directly on the pan. You're going to start to hear that sear, and if you kind of look, you'll start to see on that salmon, it's going to start cooking on that side. That's very important because what this does is it seals in those juices, it seals in that flavor, and it's important for making sure that you keep a very juicy, moist piece of salmon without overcooking it. Next, while it's in the pan, I kind of throw a little seasoning on that skin. And little known fact, dogs apparently really love the skin of salmon. Honestly, people do too. But I kind of keep my skin on the salmon because it also helps to seal in the moisture. So you want to do about 30 seconds to a minute on that first side. And then take your spatula and flip it over, and about 30 seconds to a minute on that second side. And you'll start to see the salmon shrink up in the pan. That's perfect. It means you're getting a nice good sear on it, and it's locking in all those juices. Now we're headed to the oven. Okay, so we have our salmon in the oven. It's finishing up. We'll leave it in there for about 10 minutes. Now I'm just sauteing up a few vegetables. It's a part of my pre-prep meals for the week, and I kind of have my refrigerator set up. And we're just finishing up this, and then we'll plate our food, and then we're ready for dinner. Alright, now we're ready to set up our plate. I have my green beans here. I like to keep my veggies nice and crispy. I don't want to overcook them because when you do, you take out all the vitamins and nutrients that are in your veggies. I season them a little bit with a little garlic salt and pepper, and you can use whatever your favorite veggie is. Green beans, spinach, kale, anything really. Okay, now we have our nice beautiful salmon. Now the great thing about it is when it comes out the oven, you'll know it's ready. It's kind of nice and firm to the touch. Now make sure you use a spatula to get your fish out of the pan. And we just take it and place it right there on the plate. And we're ready for dinner. All right, don't forget our 3 important tips. Make sure your salmon's fresh, get a really nice sear on it, finish it off in the oven. All right, I'm Kenyatta. Until next time, take care.